Lovely foggy day. You've got to look where you're going. Ouch. How did he get in like that? How the hell did they get that in like that from a road like that? Nobber.
When the moon shines on the cowshed and we're rolling in the hay, all the cows are out there grazing and the milk is on its way. I am a cider drinker, I drinks it all of the day. I am a cider drinker.
GoPro lesson 1, make sure it's tight.
Proper jobs, wanna try some, young'un? It's so cozy in the kitchen with the smell of rabbit stew. When the breeze blows across the farmyard, you can smell the cowsheds too. Oh, I never smelt nothing like it all my life. When those combine wheels stops turning and the hard day's work is done, there's a pub around the corner. It's the place we have our fun. We'll have some fun at all. I am a cider drinker.
Okay, a quick talk through my MASON Bokeh. So I've gone for the 2x. Had added on these 130 gravel carbon wheels. It comes stock as with 140mm discs. Now I asked for 160mm discs to be put on. Apparently Shimano say you don't need them, but I wanted 160s. Just because all my other wheels are 160, it means I can swap things out easy. You also got a third mount for a third bottle cage if you want to put a bottle there, but obviously I'll put it's going to get dirty down there, so I'd just rather put my spares, things like that. However, I can't quite fit everything I want to carry, plus my spare tube which goes in there. I've got tubeless, but I think it's worth taking that extra spare tube just in case. I've got a 34 cassette on there. In fact, I'll just turn it around. There we go, so that's that 34 cassette. Not so much of the hills around here. I mean, let's have a look where I live. It's pretty flat, except what I'm going up is a little bit of a hill. But 34, just for when I've done 200k, I'm feeling knackered. That's just going to help me along that little bit more. It's all Tegra group set throughout. And what I've done, I've put on some helicopter tape, not very well, but just to protect it for when you've got the your overshoes, over boot things on. You end up getting all rubbed down here. In fact, that's a bit bad. I might have to redo that, but it's quite simple to, really simple to put on. In fact, Stages power meter over on the other side. You've got all the connectors that you need inside there for mud guards. I've got a set of mud guards I'm going to stick on this soon. These little plug holes here are for Di2 if you want to fit Di2. What I like about MASON is that I can convert this to a Di2 bike without a problem. They've got a plug there, plug down in there as well. You can swap these out so they fit Di2. The seat, well, I swapped it out. So it comes with a fabric scoop, fabric, which looks okay. It's color coded with the yellow that you get on the back there, so I think it's a yellow underside, and it's a MASON stem, but I've swapped it out. I went for one of these ergos because I've always been curious about them, and it is really comfy. It really does take out those small vibrations, high frequency vibrations. The bars themselves are gravel 100, so these are not stock, so they've got a bit more flare, a little bit more flare. They've got it's about 7 degrees flare, but that makes a difference because it makes it so much nicer when you get down. You get your hands down on here. You haven't got anything rubbing up at the top there. So it's really... Forks are a carbon fork, so it's an aluminium frame with a carbon fork. Quite nice. I think it's a little bit harsh on the bars. The seat back end feels fantastic. Front end feels a little bit harsher than I was hoping. You got a mount there for dynamo. So I obviously went for these carbon wheels, and the other wheels I'm going to get. Hey, if I really splash out, some 650Bs as well for where I'm going today. But so keep these carbons, but also go for the Super Dura, I think they are, Super Dura Dyno, something like that. They're about 500 quid, 32 spoke though, rather than these 24 spoke, plus they've got the dynamo in. If you want to plug it in and wire that in, I think you're going to have to wrap it around. I don't see any holes or anything like that to poke it in. No little holes or recesses or anything like that. So that's it. So I'm going to head up now up to the top of the Quantocks. We're at the sort of base of the Quantocks now, around North Petherton. So going to head west from here. It's about a 1,000-foot climb to a cafe on the top, and then after that we'll go and have a play. Okay, nearly at the top, but I thought I'd stop because what I didn't mention was a stem. So I've got a stem, I've got a clamp on there at the moment, but so this is a 56 frame, and that comes with a 120mm stem, which for me is just a little bit too long. 110 would have been better. Am I normal? I'm probably not. I've probably got short arms. It also comes with Panarace or Gravel King, but not these. So these are 38mm slicks. I got them put on because most of the riding I'm going to do is on crap British roads that the taxpayer shouldn't have to pay for. But anyway, that's a different matter. So I went for the 38mm slicks. As I found out already, they're no good on mud. So clearly. So they're no different than 25s or anything like that, 28s when it comes to mud. You've got to be careful. Haven't come off it though. But the ones it does come with are 35mm, and they're a lot knobblier around here. I think on the roads a little bit slower, not my preference. But yeah, pretty nice tyres, very comfy, very comfy. Anything else to mention? No, that'd be it. Nearly there, about 300 feet to go, and you probably can't see anything because of this stupid lens, but there we go.
Hello, thank you. That's
All right.
kind. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Okay. All right, bye.
Get up.
He's big.
Fun, baby. highway. Tell all your friends that they can go my way. Pay your toll, sell your soul. Pound for pound costs more than gold. The longer you stay, the more you pay. Buy white line, go a long way. Either up your nose or through your vein. With nothing to gain except killing your brain. Freeze! Rock! Freeze! Rock! Freeze! Rock! Freeze! Rock! No! Higher, baby. Get higher, baby. Get higher, baby. And don't ever come down. Free base. Ring ding diggity ding ding. Ring ding diggity ding ding. Ring ding diggity ding ding diggity ding ding diggity ding ding. Pipeline. Pure as the driven snow. Connected to my mind. And now I'm having fun, baby. It's getting kinda low. Cause it makes you feel so nice. I need some one-on-one, baby. Don't let it blow your mind away, baby. You know until you let your hide away. Cause white lies blow away. A million magic crystals, painted pure and white. A multi-million dollars, almost overnight. Twice as sweet as sugar, twice as bitter as salt. And if you get hooked, baby, it's nobody else's fault, so don't do it. Freeze! Rock! Freeze! Rock! Freeze! Rock! Freeze!
Okay, this is my cleaning hack. String it up, hold in a tube, doubled up over there, through that, secure, spins around. Just makes life so much easier. There you go, so long as you trust your inner tube. Okay, so back from the ride, bike's all cleaned up, all lubed, ready to go for my next little adventure. My background is I started riding in 2014. I do between 5,000 and 6,000 miles per year. Got 3 bikes: Canyon Ultimate CF SLX with the zips, a Canyon Endurace AL, which is just over there, which I've upgraded to Ultegra, and then this MASON BOKEH, which I just bought. Yesterday only did 81 miles in the end instead of the 100 because I basically badly fueled. Had a bacon butty, an ice cream and a milkshake is all I did to get myself around that. So lesson there is if you go over 2 hours, and it really 2 to 3 hours, anything over that you should be fueling properly. Have a little bit of a plan up your sleeve so you know roughly what you're going to take, and you got some good carbs, the right sort of carbs for you. Anyway, should have known better. Right, so the ride yesterday, I did it obviously on this bike, on the MASON BOKEH. I've got 700C wheels on there, which are lovely wheels if you are going to focus on the road. Yesterday was mainly done on the road, so actually this was the right choice. But if I was going to do off-road, pure off-road, then I really did need, for those off-road times that I was up on the Quantocks, 650Bs, with some knobbly tyres would have given me a lot more confidence, helped me go a lot faster, and probably enjoy it therefore that little bit more. So as an off-road bike, it is really nice. You've got to choose the right wheels for it. So for me, yesterday, it was a bit limited. It was limited to the hard packed sort of stuff, not really for any mud or anything on the forest trails, which did tend to get really muddy actually. On road though, absolutely lovely. Great riding position, really comfortable, really stable, very similar to my Endurace in terms of the geometry. So not quite as slammed as this one, but more comfortable and great for bashing the miles out on the road. And the great thing about having these wheels with the tyres, particularly these tyres, which seem to run really nicely, is that the road resistance is not too bad, and it takes out a lot of those potholes that you tend to get in the UK and bad road surfaces, particularly where you get the high frequency vibration. So really nice setup. How would I compare it to other bikes? The only bike I've ridden is a Specialized Diverge, which I rode for a short period of time. I think the Specialized Diverge is more of a gravel bike. If I was going to do the Dirty Kanza, that's the bike I would take. Or I would quite happily do it on this bike if it was that just nice, solid, hard gravel. However, I've seen some of the videos. I think I'd probably want 650Bs on here if I was going to do that on this bike. So not the ultimate bike for the off-road life, but if you want a mix where you can mainly go on road, but you can do that long distance road riding and then go on to some shitty gravel roads if you need to, this bike is fantastic. So a lovely bike to ride. Really happy that I bought that. Had some headset issues where it wasn't actually tightened up. Well, it was tightened up. It was up at 5 Newton meters, but it came loose. On the rough stuff, it came loose, which I'm a little bit concerned by. So overall, if you're going to buy one bike, get this bike. Get a bike like this with a big clearance, the ability to put the big tyres in, but I'll go for a set of 700C tyres. So these are the carbon 30s, which Hunt do. The other ones, if you don't want to spend that sort of money, these are about £800. If you want to spend about £300, £320, I think, then you can get the Hunt Mason 4 Seasons, which are really nice wheels. I would also therefore get the 650B wheels as well. If you want to do some real long range stuff and you want to carry weight, more importantly, then I'll go for the Superdura wheels that they do with a dynamo in there if that's what you want. But the Superdura give you 32 spokes, so that just extra load carrying strength. So overall, a fantastic bike. I had a great day out. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm going to do lots more of these.
Come on, put your hands together right now. Raise your hands up.